Welcome to Watch the Dickens. I'm Sandy Toksvig. This is the show where culture meets comedy, like Dame Kiri Te Kanawa standing on a rake, or Martin Amos getting his head stuck in some railings. I wish. Our first captain is most famous for being 1/3 of the goodies. Graham Garden was another third, and Bill Oddie is half a pint. Like I can talk. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim Brooke-Taylor. Our second captain is an author and comedian who says of Radio 4's news quiz, it has been completely revived with Sandy Toksvig in the chair. So tonight's winning captain is Dave Gorman. With Tim Brooke-Taylor tonight is a stand-up comedian, writer and presenter who came up with his podcast title, Utter Shambles, just before Labour could nick it for their next manifesto. It's Robin Ince. And with Dave Gorman tonight is a writer and comedian whose new book is titled Bearded Tit. I've been reading it for over a week now and still can't find any reference to Sir Alan Sugar. Rory McGrath. Our first round is called the name game. I'm going to ask you a question, and you have to give me as many answers as you can think of. So, Tim and Robin, you are first. How many of the 7 wonders of the world can you name?
Oh, I should know this because I was in a model village near Torquay recently. And it's an excellent model village. And there was when sometimes parents don't actually know what they're talking about, but they pretend to their children they're wise. And as this dad was taking around this kid and going, and this is the 7 wonders of the world. Big Ben, Westminster Bridge. And it was just fantastic. These children are born to be idiots from this genetic screw-up. Or it might have been nurture. It might not have been nature. I do apologise.
Do you know, I went to that model village, and I only went... just for 10 minutes, and it took me 3 days to persuade him I wasn't part of the exhibition. Right, come on now.
Right, going back to my Look and Learn days. Did
yes,
you read
please.
Look and Learn?
I did. I think I wrote it. Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Hanging Gardens of Babylon, very good.
Are the pyramids 7 wonders of the world?
The Great Pyramid of Giza.
That's particularly that one, yes.
The Library of Alexandria or something like that.
Not a library.
Mausoleum, isn't it?
There is a mausoleum. It's not a library. Stick with the Alexandria thing. It's not a library, but it does begin with L. There's something, the L something.
The Leicester?
Lepidopterist of Alexandria.
The lighthouse
of Alexandria. I don't know who's to give that.
The Colossus of Rhodes.
The Colossus of Rhodes. Any more?
Acropolis or the something?
Parthenon. The Great Wall of China's too late, isn't it?
No, they're all pretty ancient. The statue of Zeus at Olympia, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, and the Mausoleum of Mausolus at Halicarnassus. There's more S's in that sentence than I've ever said before together in my entire life. That's a fantastic thing. The only ancient wonder of the world that still exists is the Great Pyramid of Giza, and of course, Bruce Forsyth's wig. Dave and Rory, this one.
Don't tell me it's a wig.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry, I've rather ruined...
diddly.
I've ruined things for you. This one worries me. I think you might be good at this one. Okay.
Really?
There have been 31 carry-on films. Can you name 10?
But they're all so similar, it's impossible to tell them apart.
Carry On Sergeant.
Yes.
Black and white one. Bob Monkhouse.
What say?
Showing off. Come on, the cinematographer, Gorman, come on!
Carry on
Spying, another black and white one.
Yes.
Carry on up the Khyber.
Carry on, Doctor.
Up the Khyber.
Carry on up the Khyber.
Carry On Again, Doctor.
4 of them so far.
Carry On Nurse.
Yes.
Carry On Matron.
Was there Carry On Camping?
Carry On Camping. I haven't got... Carry On Matron. Good
Carry
heavens.
On Cleo.
It's just carry on any old word, really, isn't it?
Up the Khyber.
Carry on up anybody's Khyber. It's...
Carry On Pigeon.
Carry on... I think you've done it. I think you've done it.
Pigeon.
That'll do.
Carry
I
On
think
Crow,
you've done
I
the
think.
10. Well done there. Fantastic. The Carry On films are an energetic mix of parody, farce, slapstick and double entendre. So the next film due out is called Carry On, Prime Minister's Question Time. Our next round is called Losing the Plot. I want you to name the book, film, song or musical from the much reduced plot that I'm going to give you. And here is a chance to use your buzzers. Try not to get overexcited, okay? So buzzing when you've got the answer. Okay, this is a film. Train robbers get away with big job. Yes.
Buster.
No. Yes.
Great train robbery.
Okay, no. Escape to South America. Yes.
Mary Poppins.
Yes, absolutely. Only to get whacked by local cops. So train robbers get away with a big job, escape to South America, only to get whacked by local cops. I can tell you that they spend a lot of time with raindrops falling on their head.
Ah,
yes.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance
Butch
Kid.
Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Well done. Okay, this one's a book.
Bearded Tit by Rory McGrath. Well worth it.
Yes, curiously, man with beard writes dull book about birds.
Oh, you clearly haven't read it.
That's my bird watching life by Bill Oddie.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So similar. Okay, here we go. A book. Rich bloke gets girl to teach his kid. Woman falls in love with bloke. Yes?
Sound of Music.
It does sound awfully like it, but no.
Oh.
The clue here is teach his kid. That'll be the one. Kid. Yes,
All right. A young goat we're talking about.
We're talking about a young goat. It's a sad story of teaching a young... No. Woman falls in love with bloke, but he's got a lot of baggage, especially in the attic. Yes?
Jane Eyre.
Jane Eyre.
Excellent.
Absolutely
Good,
right.
yeah.
Indeed it is. There's a wedding, a fire, lots of madness. The bloke goes blind and they all live happily ever after. If none of you have read Jane Eyre, saved you a lot of bother there, I feel. This is a book. Poor boy turns to life of crime, gets helped by a tart with a heart. Yes?
Oliver Twist.
Oliver Twist, absolutely
Good.
right.
Yeah.
Finds long-lost relatives and lives happily ever after, and he always wants more. Which I think that covers it as well, doesn't it? Okay, this one is a song. Guy meets girl in a Soho club. Yes.
Lola.
Lola by the Kinks. That was very
That's not Guy Meets Girl. That's Guy Meets Guy.
Well, Guy meets...
That's what it
No,
turns
you
out to
never
be.
find out in the song, do you?
No, that is a good point. Take their points
Well,
away.
no.
Argued.
Sorry?
Well argued.
It's
No.
not clear from the song.
I'm sorry. Rory was one of those boys is a little quicker than other boys.
I'm not the world's most physical guy.
Guy meets girl in a Soho club. There's something different about her, but he can't put his finger on it. They get on...
And when he does put his finger on it,
And
boy,
when he
does he
does put
get
his finger on it,
surprised.
he's rather surprised.
Yeah.
Yes, so there we are. So that's in fact it's entirely correct. Okay, this one is a musical. See now, here you may be onto a winner, Rory. Rich man hires woman to look after the kids. Yes.
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. Very good, yes. They climb a mountain, have a sing-song. There we are. It's all... in the event, apparently, of a nuclear war, the BBC will broadcast the Sound of Music on the radio. Because that's what you need as nuclear warheads rain down on you. A quick chorus of do-re-mi. Join us in a couple of minutes when our teams will be trying to make sense of our picture clues. Here's one for you at home. Can you find the film character hidden in this montage? Welcome back to Watch the Dickens. Before the break, I asked if you could find the film character hidden in our picture montage. Correct answer was, of course, Captain Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. The second film in the series was called Dead Man's Chest. Now, I've not seen the film myself, but I guess the Dead Man's Chest in question is a box of treasure. Either that or it's an unkind description of Keira Knightley. Our next round is called Picture This. We've hidden famous names in picture montages. Can you find them? Now, they may seem easy at first, but they will get harder. So, Tim and Robin, this is a character from a book. Can you see which character is hidden here? A famous character from a book. So what have we got there? We've got a...
Frosty the Snowman.
Would that be
Based on...
Playing Jack Frost. Is it Jack Frost? Frost?
Well, what's his name? The actor's name? What's his name?
Jason.
David Jason.
David, yes, David is good.
David Haypig.
What is the... It's one of the lesser-known Dickens books. That,
Short-term memory. Was this a film? A book, or-
Copperfield.
David
Sorry.
Copperfield.
Didn't expect it out.
David Copperfield was indeed the answer, and in the novel, David is befriended by Mr. Micawber, a simple man who suffers from much monetary difficulty, ends up in debtor's prison, and has become a symbol for financial incompetence. He's a sort of 19th century Alistair Darling. Dave and Rory, another book character. That's easier, I think, this one's.
I could buzz in.
Oh, well,
because they just shouted.
Hey!
Oh, they just shouted
Yes, they
over
did.
there.
Explain who that is.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is?
Somebody wearing a hat.
who that is?
It's,
One of the greatest actors of all
we
time.
know that. It's just his name we can't remember.
I'm going to pass it
man, well, hang
immediately.
on.
Yeah.
This is a film character, is it?
No, it's book characters.
Oh,
Person
book
from
character.
They've burst in by now.
No, come on.
Somebody
Ben.
urine sample.
On the grounds alone that you don't know who
Say
that
it,
is.
just
Yes.
say it.
It's Tracy Beaker.
It is Tracy Beaker.
Oh,
To date, there have been 5 series of the BBC's Tracy Beaker programme, so if you've seen a small, feisty, fast-talking girl on TV making fun of people, it's either her or me.
I'm really impressed with your mind, though, Rory. Can I just, and yours as well, obviously. But
5 more
we
points to
had one
Robin.
which was kind of could have been frost, harvest, tractor, policeman, and you had a picture of someone called Tracy next to a beaker, and you couldn't get Tracy Beaker.
The worst thing was, I thought it was Spencer Tracy and then bottled out, didn't I? I said, Spencer Tracy. No, it's not, no.
Yeah.
Is it Gable Cup?
Made me think I don't know who it is. Yeah. But yeah, we could say just exactly the same. We could go, well, we had something which could have been water next to hat, and you had a man called David next to a copper and a field.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just as easy to say.
It's all getting a bit
But we had a
tense.
tractor in there was a harvest going on. You just had a beaker. It was nothing else. It was a beaker.
Yeah, but
Full of water!
we've never heard of Tracy Beaker.
You are watching a family at war.
Moving on, people. Tim and Robin, this is a song and it's fantastically easy.
Oh.
Okay. Now then.
So, she was...
That's Grayson Perry.
Grayson Perry, who dresses as a female but is in fact a...
So,
It should be Snooker Loopy.
so,
It's a song or it's a song, you say?
It's a song, yes, it's
so,
a song.
so transvestite.
But it's not a woman, it's a
Man.
man. So I've got a man.
Man Q.
And
Q-Man.
who is that snooker player, do we know?
Rocket Ronnie.
Known as...
Rocket Ronnie.
Rocket.
The Rockets.
Excuse me, is
Rocket
it
Man.
Marx's our turn?
Rocket Man! He was there, Rocket Man! Another of whose hits was Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Forbid. Not the father either, I should hope. Right,
It's the bush.
let's give you a little time to think about that. Dave and Rory, this is a film.
Oh, blimey.
Big Mouth Strikes Again.
Is it the Blair Witch Project?
It is.
Oh, yeah.
I was only joking, by the way.
No, it is absolutely... Do you not want to post a letter through that mouth? Honestly. The Blair Witch Project had almost no budget, a laughably basic script, and used young, inexperienced actors who didn't know what would happen next, a technique now known as Hollyoaks. The next round is called Balance the Books. The questions have a financial feel, and to help you out, we'll give you a choice of 3 answers. So, Tim and Robin, for which of these works of art did Charles Saatchi pay the highest amount? Was it Him by Damien Hirst, My Bed by Tracy Emin, or Hell by Jake and Dinos Chapman?
Chapman Bros.
Do you know much about art?
Oh, yeah.
The
But I don't know how much it costs.
I went to a gallery that I think it was, I was at the Tate recently. You know, do you ever look at paintings and they're all untitled when they're a little bit weird and modern, and it's all manner of things go on. It just says untitled, right? And you go, well, what is it? Okay, and it went through all these ones, just these elaborate, strange colours, and then there was one that was just a picture of a penis, and it said penis. And I thought, well, I didn't need to know that. You could have called that untitled. That would have been fine. That's a penis. What are these 7?
So come on, guys. Him, My Bed, or Hell?
Damien Hirst does go... well, they all go for a lot, don't they?
Well, Hell's got lots of little soldiers in, hasn't it?
Yes.
So that'd be quite expensive because it's got little toys, except they're not in their original packaging, so it wouldn't be as expensive.
I don't think they actually pay for the stuff used as much
Oh,
as...
right.
I think My Bed,
Yep.
that's been used. Him...
Yeah.
Is Tracy Emin actually in the bed?
No.
No, does that
That'd bring
increase
the
or
price
do-
down,
That
wouldn't
would bring it
Yeah,
down,
yeah.
you're quite right.
So it's... I'm just going to Him? Or have you got a...
I have an idea that it might be Hell, but I'll go with you on Him. Yeah, that's fine.
So Him or Hell?
OK, we're going for Him.
Absolutely right. Him by Damien Hirst. Entirely right. Tracy Emin was originally offered £100,000 for her work of art, but she said she wouldn't get out of bed for that kind of money.
Very good.
David Norrie, which of these authors received the highest reported advances for their autobiographies? Was it David Blunkett? Who is Chantal Houghton?
Oh, she won that Big Brother thing.
Oh, right.
When she was the non-celebrity in the Celebrity Big Brother house, she won it, beating Michael Barrymore.
There's a tragic piece of
Please,
information.
please, don't take points away from me for knowing.
No, I think it's
Mentioning Michael Barrymore.
Yeah.
suggests the odd dalliance with a tabloid newspaper, Dave, which I don't approve of. Ashley Cole is the other one. So Dave Blunkett, Chantal... Is it Houghton? I don't know. Ashley Cole.
No one. She's kind of known as Chantal.
Oh, just Chantal.
Is she the transvestite or not?
No. She was the one who married Preston.
Who's Preston?
Preston was the one who used to be engaged to the French girl, and he was in a band called the Ordinary Boys before he went in to try and resurrect his career, and then he fell for it and married the silly blonde girl.
Is he the one that hanged himself?
No, he's still going. She was a Paris Hilton lookalike for a job before she went.
Dave, stop now, because you're going to lose.
I'm sorry. I don't want to know these
Show
things.
the tattoo.
I don't want to know these things.
The idea of Paris Hilton having a look-alike is fairly wild.
Yes,
isn't
I
it?
know.
I wouldn't know her if she was the like person. I wouldn't know if I fell over her. Now, come on. David Blunkett, Chantal Houghton, Ashley Cole, who got the highest advance for their autobiography? And we'll come on to who actually
Ashley
wrote
Cole
theirs.
was formerly the greatest left-back in England, wasn't he? He's now a greedy bastard who plays for Chelsea.
I've got a very good quote here from Ashley Cole's autobiography. She said he was quite greedy fellow.
Yeah.
My agent said they aren't going to give you 60k a week. They've agreed 55k, and this is their best and final offer. I nearly swerved off the road. He's taking the piss, Jonathan, I yelled down the phone. I was so incensed, I was trembling with anger. I couldn't believe what I'd heard. It's a very similar conversation to the one I had with Sky Arts.
David Blunkett's book is one of the most... Has anyone read David Blunkett's book?
No.
Oh, it's just... Oh, and none of it was my fault. It was really sad. It wasn't my fault. I hadn't been well when I was being the fascist Home Secretary. Oh, then my dog died. Really sorry, but I wasn't. Everyone was nasty to me, and then I had to have sex with some ladies. It wasn't my fault. I haven't been well.
We don't have to buy it now. That's a great...
First place of it.
I've saved you about 900 pages of utter pointlessness.
I was once on... what's that programme with Fern and Phillips Gover? This Morning, is it called?
Yeah. Yep.
And I was on with this woman, Jordan, who I'd never heard of either. And I said, what are you here for? She said, I'll talk about my autobiography. And I said, did you... how marvellous. She said, yes, I'm really looking forward to reading it.
I'm going to guess Chantal Houghton.
Chantal?
So am I, yeah.
No.
You idiot!
So it's David Blunkett or Ashley Cole?
Actually, I've changed my mind.
I'm going to go with... What do you reckon of
Yeah,
Blunkett?
it's your turn. I'll go with Blunkett.
Yeah, Blunkett.
It is David Blunkett. He
Yeah.
was paid £1 million advance for the Blunkett tapes, and in the first month only sold 1,000 copies. How pleasing is that? Our final round is called What's My Line? I'm going to begin a famous line, and you have to finish it, OK? The lines can be from books, plays, films, or songs. And I can tell you at the moment, Tim, you're just very slightly behind. OK, here's the first line. It's from a film. I love the smell... yes.
Of Ann Summers' Changing Rooms. Napalm in the Morning, I meant to say, which is from Apocalypse Now.
It is, yes. I am... I didn't know Ann Summers had changing rooms.
Oh, come, Sandy, you did.
I did not.
I've been there with... Sorry.
From a film, he's not the Messiah. Yes.
But he is going to choose an apprentice.
He's just the Newcastle manager.
Is it a quote from Richard Dawkins' God Delusion? He's a very naughty boy.
Very naughty
Very
boy
naughty
indeed.
boy from Life.
Like O'Brien.
There was a wonderful interview with Richard Dawkins. It's a terrific book, The God Delusion. There was a wonderful interview with him on the Today programme, and they were talking about this embryology bill, and there'd been a bishop on just before him. And he just said, I don't know why we had to listen to that bishop, just because he's got an imaginary friend. Next lines are from books and plays. I am a bear of very little brain. Yes.
I have a huge cock.
And long words bother me. It's Winnie the Pooh, A.A. Milne.
No high fish.
From a book and play, or a play, by the pricking of my thumbs. Yes.
I realise that I'm a very clumsy heart surgeon.
I will tell you this. It's the war plans. Anything, pricking of fingers, thumbs.
Is it Something Wicked This Way Comes?
It is from the Scottish play.
Yes.
Too much superstition to say Macbeth. Oh, blast. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were...
John, Paul, George and Ringo.
Famine, War, Death and Pestilence.
Fluffy, Cuddly,
Mopsy.
Floppy and Shagger.
Now that I would read.
4 little rabbits, and their names were...
Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail and another one.
Roast
Yes.
casserole, baked, grilled.
Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and... most famous one of all?
Peter.
Mopsy,
Peter. Absolutely. I don't know who to give the points to there, because it was a bit of a joint... Well, yes, you're quite right, Tim, because you were in first.
Yes, you're best.
From a book or a play, there is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about. Yes.
And is that being talked at by Michael Winner after he's had some disappointing consomme? And then the soup went all down my chin and I was very upset and I threw a bread roll at the waiter. Then the pudding came and it was appalling.
That was brilliant. That was brilliant.
No. There's only one thing in the world worse than being talked about.
And that's not being talked about.
And that's not being talked about. The Picture of Dorian Gray, Oscar Wilde.
Yes.
Right, the final lines are from songs. When I grow older, losing my hair... Yes?
I might make some erratic judgments on my second marriage.
Please may it be many years from now.
Yes, it's certainly not you now, Tim. When I grow older, losing my hair... Many years from now, when I'm 64, the Beatles. It's from a song, he's just a poor boy from a poor family.
Now he's
So
president.
he topped himself.
Yes?
Is it but just £2 could change that? Hello.
He's just a poor boy from a poor family. The queer Galileo, what's it called? Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah,
Bohemian Rhapsody
what's
by-
the line? He's just a poor boy. There's a lot of bad singing, but we haven't got the actual line. He's just a poor boy from a poor family.
Sparing his life when it's necessary. That is the version most people know, to be fair, Sam.
No, I think in that with subtitles will be fine. Spare him his life from this monstrosity. Very, very good. And finally, please, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Have you got a copy of Bearded Tit by Rory McGrath? An absolute...
Please, Mr. Postman, look and see.
Have you got a letter from me?
There's a letter in your bag from me. Please, Mr. Postman, from the Marvelettes, amongst many others.
Yeah.
Very good.
Marvelettes.
So I can tell you at the end of all that Dave and Rory, through, frankly, deep crawling, are this week's winners. But ladies and gentlemen, would you please show your appreciation for both the teams? And before we go, just time for some breaking news. There's a disappointing turnout as Cherie Blair gives a special reading from her own memoirs. See you next time on What the Dickens. Good night.